been a long time. I have not got time for presenting a show or doing something. It's in my studio now. And I have a renowned guest, very famous personality in the field of music and dance, Amala Patkar. Madam Amala Patkar, there can be a lot of things I can keep addressing you, but I will address you as a Madam Amala Patkar, the guru of Kathak in Goa and in India. I don't know much about it. She has been guru of my wife, who has been dancing also, Kathak dance. So I take it straight from her. First thing to come to welcome her. It's nice to have you on my in my studio.
Thank
first
you
of
so
all,
much. Thank you.
Such a renowned personality stepping into my studio itself is a big blessing for me. But I'll come start to my chat now. Let's start it on straight away. First of all, how would you like to be addressed by yourself, considering the word output, what you have put in yourself all your life? What would you like to be addressed? You have done so many awards, you have won so many qualifications, so many designations. Now, how would you like to? Plus, the same thing you have to tell me what you would like to be addressed and all the things you have actually also have to tell.
Actually, I'm quite a simple person in that sense. I don't like too much of show, and I like to be on the ground all the time. So the most appropriate, I think, would be I'm maybe your bhagini, your sister, your tai. That's what I feel is the right way to address me. In our field too, in the field of dance, that is how we address our gurus also. We give them the post, you can call it a post or you can call it an address, is either Didi or Tai.
Tai, Mai, Didi.
That's the way in art, in the field of art, we address our gurus. And I think I'm very comfortable in that.
Okay.
Because anything bigger than that, I'm not that big.
Yeah. Amala Tai is how you address.
That is the way everyone addresses.
I know. I'm kind into a showman thing where I'm trying to get into things where I'm trying to get people also to record themselves.
I have trained under an exponent of Kathak, Pandita Dr. Rohini Bhate of Pune, and she has always been my idol in life. So I think, taken on her nature also as far as the field of dance is concerned. I shifted to Goa when my children were small, and probably that's why the best part of her life, where she could give me maximum, I could not get.
Spend that time.
Probably I could not spend the time. They say, Ganga बहती है, जाओ और एक लुटिया भर लो पानी की और यह कर लो. Magar, that was the period when probably I could not be much with her. Though every time I went to visit her in Pune, I used to imbibe whatever she gave me. I was very young, very, very young. I was about 4 years old when my father realized that I like dancing. And he was a singer actually. Punjab mein wo
Okay. So you're born in which place?
I've been born in Bombay.
Bombay.
Very much Bombay in those days, not Mumbai.
Okay.
And I've been born and brought up there.
But you're from a Punjabi family?
I come from an orthodox Punjabi family. And maybe dance and music was not a part of it, but my father used to sing in Punjab.
Folk singing?
No, classical.
Okay.
And he tried teaching music to my two brothers. They were much older to me.
Okay.
My elder brother was 13 years older to me, and my second brother was 10 years older.
Then you were 4. 7.
I was 4 when this happened.
Okay, so yeah.
And they were learning, and he got fed up because they wouldn't want to do it properly, and he was upset.
Okay.
So when he saw my interest, in those days it was a tradition, 3-4 saal, they used to put their person. So he found a class near my house, opposite the CCI club in Mumbai.
Okay.
We used to stay there.
Okay.
And he sent me to this class.
Okay.
Now in those days we didn't have people teaching pure classical in that sense.
Okay.
So there was this what is called master.
Okay.
You know,
Master.
Yeah,
they used to come home and teach you.
No, I went to the class. I went to the class. I was 4 years old.
Okay.
And he put me in this class where I was taught Kathak, a little of Manipuri, a little of Bharatnatyam, a little of, everything.
But all in the dance form.
All in dance, but all the styles of India, it was a mixture, a masala mix.
Okay.
And then he realized that this was not enough. So very soon, I think I was about maybe 8 or so.
So 4 years you went through this process?
Yes. And then he probably left from there, and then my guru came there as a teacher. But my father learnt of it quite late. So I was, I think, in the 9th standard when I started learning with her. And that's when I went through the proper channel of Kathak learning.
Okay.
And we, in those days also, programs and all were hardly like what it is today. There was not much of a stage for us.
So which gharana that belongs to?
She actually had the best part of Kathak's 2 gharanas, Jaipur and Lucknow. Her guru of Jaipur was Mohan Rao Kalyanpurkarji, and she was learning with him. Then came the part of, the Abhinay, the delicate Abhinay of Lucknow. So he suggested to her, because all the tayari, all the footwork, todas and things like that, which are a part of tayari, nritta which is called, she got from him the best. And he was an exponent of the Jaipur Gharana. And then she had to also do the Abhinay. So he himself sent her to Lakshmi Maharaj.
Okay.
So she has been trained by Lakshmi Maharaj in her Abhinay and all that.
Okay.
So then we were the lucky ones, I think.
We got both combined.
We got the best of the 2 gharanas.
Wow.
Abhinay as well as the tayari.
Okay.
And then of course in those days programs were hardly there. Stage was a big zero. But we did a few things with some programs.
So that was the early phase when you started. Then what was the qualifications you achieved through your guru, and what competitions and what all you did?
I did a lot. As far as my education in Kathak is concerned, what I don't know whether we call it, but I call it paper qualification. Yes. After learning from her, all that became very easy for me, because we were trained much beyond the level of
your training was unlimited.
Yes.
Then you have to limitize and present it. Then it's some limit you have done.
True.
In short way.
Yeah, but there is one thing in those days. Today, when I look back upon those days, I find that we used to call my guru Baby Tai.
Okay.
Her pet name was Baby, and she was known everywhere, especially Pune, as Baby Tai. And she was also growing, because she was quite young. And I find that, that growing phase of the artist, there was a lot to learn from her. As I said, when the last part of her life where she became a Ganga, which she could just go on giving to everyone.
This part is
sad part of my life is I was not there with her. Because all the time we used to be with her when we were there. And that's why probably I had to go through my post, Madhyama exams. Like
to go and spend some time
the BA and the MA level I did on my own, and she was very, very appreciative of that. That after the education I got from her, I went through these exams on my own in Goa, when I came to Goa. Because when I joined this job...
you joined, I come there. Your qualification, the part which you spoke. So you did like an MA in...
I did my MA.
What do you call that in exact word?
It's called Alankar in Gandharv Mahavidyalaya.
Okay.
And I was supposed to do my PhD, but there again I don't want to comment Ambey, because I think I'll be getting
No, it's
negative.
Okay. This is one time,
Just a hint to you that Athavale, V.R. Athavale was the director of Indian Music and Dance in Kala Academy.
Okay.
So when he heard my opinions about my PhD, he said, Amla, don't do it.
Okay.
Because you know how it is.
Yeah.
When you register as a student of Srimati Rohini Bhate,
Yeah.
you know how politics works.
Yeah.
So I cancelled my
Application for the PhD.
For PhD. I said I will not do it if I am not allowed to do it under her.
Okay.
I will not go to any other guru.
So I will address you in the qualification field. Limited field, as we say. And limita is a talent because art and sports are few fields, music, where you cannot categorize, you cannot compare.
You cannot.
You cannot categorize, you cannot compare also, because everybody has his own day.
That's right.
And everybody has his own era.
Correct.
And if you go to that field, then I still have to call you MA in Kathak.
No, please.
That is a qualification, Alankar and all that stuff.
That is not as important
Yeah,
as
I'm trying to state that because I cannot call you guru as Alankar because during that phase they did not do any limitation.
No.
So she must be beyond limitations.
She was beyond.
Okay, coming that from a Punjabi family, your surname is Patkar.
Yeah.
You're certainly a Maharashtrian. And how was it your marriage zone? How did that happen? Give us some.
To clarify, Patkar is an ancient GOAN. No?
GOAN, okay, yeah.
Long
400
years back.
Yeah.
So, but they were Bombay. They were in Bombay.
Okay.
We met at the university.
Okay.
In college.
Okay.
Yeah, and what else can I tell you?
It was okay, but don't look the personality you are. Anybody can to approach to you. It's a tough ask.
He was a doctor.
Okay.
He was doing his medicine.
Okay. And how supportive was his nature to you or dance?
Even if I went around with a lantern.
Okay.
In the day, I would never have found a man like him. His nature was. There's no comparison about his acceptance, about not only for my career, but for everything in my life.
Okay.
There was never any restriction, nothing.
Wow. From age of 4, you have been learning dance, you achieved as an MA, and I think you must have already started teaching by then, right? After marriage or something like that. And how did you land up in Goa in Kala Academy? We know you. And when I was learning tabla, you were also there, you were one of the top gurus. And Kathak spread out in Goa. Yes, it was there, but so religiously and so passionately spread out was not there. Now you go to every corner and we know that the student belongs to you. So how did you end up in Kala Academy? I want to know that.
Now the thing is that I got married in Mumbai.
Okay.
My children also were born there. And then we shifted to Goa.
Okay.
That was suddenly it came as a shock to me that I was coming to Goa.
Okay.
This happened in Jan. My husband said we are moving to Goa.
Okay. Which year was this? If you remember.
This was 1980.
1980. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were my husband and his friend, Dr. Gupta, were planning to start some small scale industry in Gujarat.
Okay.
Because they were having a lot of facilities.
Okay.
And how the whole thing twisted and came to Goa, I have no idea.
Okay.
But suddenly he said we're moving to Goa, and in May we shifted to Goa.
Okay.
It was just a matter of 4 months and we were here.
Okay.
And I was trying to, I settled down in about 2-3 months, and then I said I must start my dancing again because after my son was born, I was dancing till I was pregnant for 5 months.
Okay.
Till then my guru said, that's the end, don't do anything more now, you relax. So after my children were born, when we shifted to Goa, I told her, so she was in tears, she's telling me, I'm feeling so bad, you're moving out, I don't know what will happen there.
Okay.
But then when I came here, I decided I want to start my practice.
Okay.
And I want to start a class of Kathak here, personal.
Okay.
So I went to Bombay,
especially
to meet her and ask her for permission because hamare time pe we never did things without our guru's permission. Whereas today the world is different.
Yes.
So I went to ask her, and by chance, as luck would have it, the then member secretary, Mr. Kedekar, had met her for some reason and told her that we would like it if your student can come, as we are advertising for a job as a lecturer. So she said, no, I don't have anybody there, but then you see if somebody. And when I went to her, she had just spoken to him. So she told me if they put up an ad, you apply. I said, I'm not in a form yet. What do I do?
Okay.
So she said, no, you apply. It's okay. You start your practice. I started my practice. And I applied for the post. It came some 6 months later or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's how you landed up in Kala Academy.
I landed up in Kala Academy, but let me tell you, it was not
in the music and dance academy.
It was not because of her reference.
Yeah.
She did not refer me.
You were really grilled in your
My
interview.
interview was a real grill. And I had a competition.
Okay.
About 2-3 people there.
Okay.
And I was worried because the people on the judge.
I believe the competitors were from renowned places.
Yeah.
And local
also.
Yeah.
Local pressure was always
there. Okay.
So there were some top level artists as interviewers.
Okay.
And the very name of some of them, shook me.
Yeah.
I said, okay, let's see what happens now.
Okay.
So, and I was not in form.
Okay.
So when
because you just your pregnancy and all that.
My daughter was just born about a year back. So then he asked me a question. He said, will you do some Kathak? So I was shocked and I believe in telling the truth. I said, sir, I will do it, but don't ask me to do chakkars and footwork of that speed and all that because I am not in form.
Okay.
No, he said, we just want you to do some abhinay. I said, okay. So I sat down and they said, sing for what you're going to dance. I was scared because a lot of comments from outside I could hear saying that, oh, now they're asking a dancer to sing. But it's a part of our training, isn't it?
So it was an open interview?
It was an open. Wow. The doors were open there.
Okay.
So they were standing.
Okay.
And I sang, and the lady, Kakode Bai, was on the harmonium. And when I finished singing, those days my voice was also better, obviously. I've grown old now. So when I finished singing, she said, wow, you sang it so well, all the murkis you took and all. I wanted to tell her, I don't understand music, what you're talking, but I did a job, what I was taught by my guru. And then I did some abhinay. And they were very impressed. Baba, they all started doing, and I was feeling a little relaxed. Okay, I'm not that. And I did some thoda, a small thing, but not with full force and all that. Yeah.
So that's how you entered.
That's how I entered, and then the results came
out, yeah.
So that's what it
So that is how the Kala Academy saga started.
Yeah.
And then Kala Academy and you have been joined for like 1980, if you go to say.
27 years.
27 years. Till you retired.
Till I retired, yeah.
So what has Kala Academy, how influential it has been to your career in the dance? And what have you given from Kala Academy to Goa?
I feel it has really been a stone in my life. A stepping stone in my life because not only financially it was a good support to me. We were struggling in those days, but not only that, and I, from what I have learned from my guru, I am very sincere as far as my teaching is concerned. And I was very happy because it gave me the stage, it gave me that opening where a lot of my students could perform and show their talent. So that was it, yes.
So it was a school come presenting, you had no worries about presentation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was
a good opportunity.
That was a very
blessing in disguise.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's no question about that. The only thing is that being a government organization, there were some
protocols.
Here
protocols here to follow.
That created trouble mentally. But otherwise, as far as my students are concerned, they really had a good chance to put forth whatever they have learned.
So you have had
At least I am happy that the tradition of Kathak now has improved here.
Okay. Are you sure it's improved?
I don't want to comment much on that. That is for the public to see.
Okay. Because it is limited. Improvement is in limitations. It is not going the Gurukul style. It is not going the way, the traditional kind of.
Right, that is true.
Okay, but that's how we have been measured at the moment. Yeah.
Not only that, there is one very, very negative thing that happens.
Yeah.
The times today are different from the past.
Yes.
Right? I'm being very proud and telling it very openly. It was not the money that I was doing it for in that sense. Yes, you need money, but it's not all financial that you think of. It's more the love of that art that put me
passion.
That passion that carried me till today. And because of that, I continue my classes at home now, which I conduct. But I feel in so many years, the generation has also changed.
Yeah.
Their outlook towards a job is totally different from what we looked at it.
Yeah, so that's what when you said it has been good. Yeah, when you said it, that's why I know what's happening. What's going. It's not about the sport. It's not about a game.
No.
It's about the generation to adopt and the generation to pass on. It's basically, we cannot blame that generation which is actually executing those things.
Yeah.
We have to blame the generation which has not passed it on properly.
Correct.
So that pass on has to be done well.
Correct.
Because you were also in a generation which was different from other gurus.
Absolutely.
But the things were passed on well to you all.
Yeah.
And even though you all earned money, you all did follow the rituals, you all did follow the traditions.
Absolutely.
And that was
that culture, what I think is we preserved it as much as possible, just like our gurus.
Correct. That call to give, no, it's you have been appointed as a guru tomorrow, you're a student. But that call to come to you has to come from inside.
Correct.
And that is not going to come by teaching.
No,
it has to come by the passing on of the
generation. True, that's true.
So this is exactly when you said it is improved. Yeah, because when art is concerned, it has to be traditional.
Correct.
No matter how much you measure it, if the traditional is going away, and no matter how much you earn, and no matter how much competitions your student meets, but if a tradition is lost, that means it is not on the right track. If I'm wrong, you could.
No, I'm very much agreeable with you because in everything, even culture, culture changes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it has to be stagnant and one place. But then it has to be within those guidelines.
Yes.
You just cannot move away and try to do something that is.
A small notice. Every time you mention the Guru's name, you are touching you are reaching there to touch their feet. This is a tradition.
Definitely.
You don't find it happening anymore.
No.
It has to happen because you are a Mahaguru. But very time you are taking anybody Guru's name, any big, you are touching. This has to happen.
This has to happen.
Yeah,
it comes from inside. It's not just because I'm doing it to show money. But it just comes.
Natural. It's natural.
And I try to imbibe that in my students even today.
Okay.
You know,
it has to. Because you're passing it on. Now taking it up is up to them.
This is passing on because our Indian culture, art forms, especially in India, music and dance, is all oral. It is not something written down like Western culture. You can't write down this feeling that I get when I talk of Kathak or when I talk of something. If you take a small portion which is called Heart in Kathak, okay, that is the opening of the inner self, and that has to come from within. I may explain it. Look, it's like this. You stand like this. You look here. You move your eyes. You do this. But then that thing, until it comes out from inside, you will not be able to understand it.
Unless you are inside.
Unless you get inside that thing, you will not be able. What the beach has, that seed has to come in you.
Correct. Okay, coming to Kala Academy, now you had students coming up. You had some bunch of students in your era from that time, approximately 27 years. So you have at least, even if you take 5 students joining you every year, you at least had about 200 to 300 students produced at that time.
Much.
So they are carrying on your thing that everybody is in touch with you, and could you name that relation kind of thing which is happening between
that you? Relation is, I think, what I got from my guru, because I always said she's my second mother, and she had made one comment which I don't know whether I should make today, but you edit it if you feel it's not right, please. She had once said in Marathi, maybe I am not using the correct term, that I want you to be born from my womb in the next life. So that really, I get goosebumps when I talk of that.
Oh wow.
And that had happened in front of my seniors.
So she's not ready to accept you as a second mother. Yeah. She wants to be your mother.
When she mentioned that, I said, okay, that's all I wanted. For me, she's been a mother. I mean, I just feel, maybe not mother in the sense of what people would understand, but as far as dance is concerned. And so many times I used to go to Pune, 8 days or whatever I could spare after my work and all that. And I used to be there, cook for her, look after, sort of everything, all her comforts in the life I looked after. That was what Guru Bhakti I feel is. आजकल बच्चों को ये समझ नहीं आता
They have to get
फिर भी
involved.
मेरे जो बड़े स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको थोड़ा सा तो कुछ उसका एक they have that slight attachment. आजकल I don't know how many will keep in touch.
Yeah.
But that thing I feel is something that these children should have.
Your students, which you like to elaborate, I'll come to another point, very important point in your career, which happened during Kala Academy.
Yeah.
That's something called sounds of music or something like. What was that? That
was,
gave you a good propagation.
That was GOAN version.
GOAN. What was it like?
GOAN Darshan was actually directed by another dancer, and I was given the job. That was in the first round of it, and later on they wanted to revive it. So it was handed over to me to take care. It was a dance drama, if you call. I can.
And you used to go all over Goa.
All over Goa, and we went to Mumbai, Pune also.
Okay, so that spreading of that dance and putting it because Goa coming in.
It was a history of Goa expressed in dance.
Oh
and
music.
Yeah,
okay.
And the second part was what the culture is. What are the various folk dances?
Does this exist as of now? I don't think so.
No, I don't think it's not been again this thing. But I have put up some ballets here.
Okay, okay.
The first one I was, it was I think Kathak Panorama.
Okay.
Yeah, so in that I started the entire ballet with the beginning of dance.
Okay.
History.
Showing the history. Wow.
That's right. And what it is today.
Okay.
Today means it was
17
years back.
You should continue this. You should get us involved in this.
Yes, right? I would love to do that thing again.
We can get it today.
I started it from the period of the Stone Age.
Okay.
How dance would have been at that time.
Wow.
And I had very junior girls actually.
Okay.
But whatever, they did a very good job and it was very beautiful.
That's very nice. I did not know about this.
Yeah.
And do you write or something about on dance? Do you do that? No.
I don't write.
Do you go? Are you invited for? How is it like? What's happening?
I really don't. I have not accepted these things yet.
Okay.
I didn't. Being alone in my, I feel one thing is lacking in my life. I had nobody to support us, right? I had my husband, myself and my children.
Okay.
And when I came to Goa, they were 2 and 5 they were. So I had no chance of going here and there.
Okay.
I used to attend all of the functions in Pune wherever my guru was involved.
Okay.
So lectures, etc. जो भी उनका था. That. But I had, maybe some few things in Goa, but Goa is too small to talk about.
Okay.
I have to say that for myself.
Okay. Coming to that, you did that, and then you got a little bit of spread of your Kathak dance all over Goa.
Correct.
And then by the time you retired, and a lot of students you have created around. Did you get any opportunity to perform during the stage, on a stage performance of yourself,
very much.
Along with your students?
Very much. I had solo performances in these what are they? In Mardul and all.
All the Kesarbai functions and all. Okay.
Yes.
All the major functions of
all the major.
And you have gone outside also.
All outside previous to marriage I have had.
Because as being a coach now, I do understand the sacrifices a coach does. Yeah. Because he puts himself back. He gives everybody your students.
You have to.
So I was just wanted to know that during this course of 27 of real teaching, did you lose some opportunities to? Of course, you must have lost so many opportunities to perform. Go and perform.
Yeah, outside yes.
Yeah.
But in Pune I have.
Okay.
I had because my main classes were there.
Yeah. Okay.
Vinay was there, so we had to go there.
Okay.
But as regards Goa also, I've got opportunities in these these programs that they have.
Okay.
And that is Mardul functions.
Okay. So all competitions, your kids, your students have been in competitions.
My students have been in competitions also.
Okay.
And
what is some of your students' names? If you could just really doing good. Yeah, we should know.
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
My senior student is of course Veena.
Okay.
And I must very proudly say she's your wife.
Okay.
Very happy to have you as my son-in-law.
Okay.
And there were other students also. Her batchmate, or maybe a year junior to her, was a student called Sampada.
Okay.
Sampada is now very proud. She's carrying it as a career.
Career.
She's got her own institution in Bangalore.
Okay.
She's doing a very, very good job.
Yeah.
As I said, there are a lot of factors that work together.
She's also in my family. She's like my lucky sister.
Yeah.
She has been doing that.
Yeah.
And she's really doing it well. And she's
doing
trying,
well.
following the tradition.
Yeah.
And she's doing it. That's
and what happened after she left Goa, they shifted to Pune.
Okay.
So I recommended her to go to my guru.
Yes. And
I told Balbirudai that I'm sending so and so there. So she got the chance of that last 10 years of her life.
Yes.
And I'm very happy for her. I wouldn't be jealous, as many people do.
Okay.
I'll be very frank about it.
Yeah.
I'm very happy and
I think she performed. Perform every time you're there, she's there with you.
Yes, she's always there. We
Yeah.
have a daughter-mother relationship.
You have it with most of
my seniors.
Because you like you said, Veena, now when she's my second mother.
Yeah,
she's my second, but she keeps on saying, and then anyway, that keep that aside. I need more students who are in the Goan market. I'm not using the word market. In the Goan zone,
There are 4 of my students who have got jobs in art and culture department.
Wow.
They are teachers in various schools.
Okay.
They are teaching dance.
Okay.
So they are continuing. I'm happy about that.
Okay.
Then there are some others who have also learned quite a lot, but they are not in touch with the art. Though they are in contact with me, they are still not in the field of teaching. And I'd be very happy if others also can come up and
spread it, because that the continuity has not been made.
Correct.
We see that anything that has come from the Goa government or Indian government to state award has been done. Padma Shri, anything is come up.
Sorry.
No, nothing. No comments.
That is a negative thing.
Yeah, because see now what happens now. As when you started and said, it is not required. These all things are just momentary things.
Correct.
Your achievements. Now talking about the showman in me and what I never look for these things. But if there has to be somebody who does this for others, and because if everybody is going to be this, then we say, there is a saying, if you are talented and if you don't do justice to your talent, that is the biggest injustice you have done to yourself.
Absolutely.
When I grew up, I took that into me very much strong way. And I took it up saying that my talent, whatever I have, I try to give justice. Now justice depends on what is in the market. I know the market could be a stupid market, but I am in the stupid market. So it is. I have to carry on.
That's a nice one.
I have to carry it on that way. Okay, let's see where there's a long way to go.
And not only that, there is one thing I'm going to comment on. I have heard that they have wrongly, I would use the word wrongly, given some small award to some student. I don't want to mention names here. And they have said that she's the first one who did Parangat or something. That's not fair. Whoever has done it, because Veena had done her Parangat, Sampada has done her Parangat, other students of mine have already done, and that was years.
Many of them.
So that is an unfair thing. Either they have just changed some term here and there and given what they want. But that is very unfair. You can cut it if you want.
That's fine. That is a small way of that's what happens.
That's very bad. That's a very wrong thing that they have done.
Okay. Coming back to my last question. I can't say it's last. I don't feel like ending this.
Can I just pass a very interesting comment? You please edit it if you feel that way. There was this opportunity that I got in Kala Academy.
Still more opportunity.
Yes, it was very interesting. Because I had put up a proposal for something, and there was a meeting of the top people, and the then CM of Goa, he suddenly, I was shocked because it came out of the blue. He turned around to me and he said, "How would you like it if you get a director's post for Indian music and dance?"
Director's music for Indian music.
Yes,
Wow.
For dance, I suppose. And I said, I immediately refused. I said, "No sir, I'm not interested." Because it was not my line of working. I mean, I would do the whatever paperwork is required for a director. I could handle a department, but I didn't want to waste my time doing things like that and getting involved with all the government red tape that usually happens. I was doing a job where I love it. It's my passion, and I wanted to continue in that.
Oh, so you refused that?
So I refused that course because I don't think it was important to me. It was not.
Self-free. So you wanted to be a general, a marshal on the field, rather than be a defense minister or a president. Yeah?
You're so right.
But you should get it now. Now you're right worth it. You should be offered director. If I am because there's nothing beyond Kathak and in Goa beyond you. I don't think so. There's anything.
I hope this was a private institution rather than a government one.
Yeah,
things would have
been different.
Yeah, they would have been.
And you did a lot of things, like inter-exchange of students. What was that thing? I also heard of that.
Yes, I was the secretary of the cultural section. There was top level officers in the Maharashtra government who had got this social service center that we had, Bombay Youth Center. And I was in college when I was appointed as their secretary. And we had a lot of student exchange programs. We had a lot of all over Maharashtra, mainly Maharashtra, Aurangabad, etc., all over the place. And I was the main person looking after the culture plus organization.
Wow.
We had to do.
So that was a good trade.
Yes, that was a very good. But it was
maybe because of your creativity in the admin field, your creativity not just in the dance or teaching of dance, your creativity in showing the growth of the culture, the dance form.
Yes.
Maybe because of that, that the CM then offered you all this.
Yes.
I hope they look up to you. You have a lot to give in. I'm sure you're taking classes in your house. You have a lot to give into this industry of dance and go at least the stage. That is your goal.
Yeah,
very much a goal. Everybody concepts that you are from Maharashtra or Punjab. You are 200% Goan.
I'm 45 years I've been in Goa and I'm very much.
And I hope I hope that something comes up very soon for myself at least, where I will take you up into a situation where Goa and Kathak and Amala Patkar.
That would be really a great gift that I get.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of value now that gift could have.
It has to be on the right time and right thing.
Another thing, just a point with the student exchange programs. These were all in folk dances of India.
Oh wow!
By the way,
it
was not classical. Okay. It was all folk dances,
so which were the folk dances of Goa you had put it across?
Goa we didn't have much because it was all North India, South, and Middle India. All that.
I think so. I need to have 2 more sittings with you and a message, anything which I missed out. And there's a lot of things which dynamic. It's not only the dance. I knew you're a guru. Veera kept on telling me about your carrying and your habits. And you are a dynamic personality, you're bold and beautiful personality, which I could say so.
Thank you.
And having your time, so much of time given to me, it's precious. Any one message you would like to give the world or to the students or the future generation, please pass it on. And
all I have to say for students is that all of them today should be taking up some art form. I'm not saying it should be only dance. It can be any performing art and sports, because both of them go hand in hand. One is mainly for your body, development of your body, physique or whatever you say, and the other is for your mental ability.
Tolerance of your mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because most mind tolerance is well developed.
That's right. This is all a part of life. It's because nowadays I feel children are more closed as far as their physical activity is less. The generation has become like that, and I think they require some form of outlet also.
Mandate thing in the schools to happen.
Absolutely. That's all that the school gives them, very little.
Madam, having you, thank you very much.
Thank you so
Your
much.
blessings to my studio
and
my life. Thank you very much. You're already blessed with me.
It's beautiful. The place is lovely. It gives you all the vibes, and I feel very nice.
Thank you very much.
When I came here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambey. Thank you, everyone.